Alright, welcome back. I got cut off there, stinky stink. So hopefully you're still here where I got left off there, got cut off. So we were talking about 3, 6 being an open hole. For green now, because we're doing the green line, so 3, 6 is an open hole at 3, 6, which is different than the closed hole. So we had a closed hole, we also had an open hole, but the open hole got filled in by the closed hole, so that still counts, so it continues. Didn't have to do a helicopter ride, it continues. We did have to do a helicopter ride down here, however, so be careful when you're doing your range. Yeah, that was a helicopter ride right there. Helicopter, because you ran out of gas. Be careful on the range. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to go over to 4, 6. So over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up 6. There it is. And then it says that x is greater than 3. And so that means x such that x is all numbers greater than 3. Like, so what's the value greater than 3? Well, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and so forth. So that means we're going to do another line there, and just going to draw a line and going to the right now. And all of them have the y values of 6. Okay, excellent. So there is number 1. And just double checking here for the domain and range, I believe that they want you to do there. Yep, they want you to fill in the domain and range. So I'm going to do that down below here. If it lets me, there we go. Thought I was going to freeze up again. Okay, so we need the helicopter ride for the range. So remember that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the domain now. Do it in blue. Okay, so the domain has to do with what? X values or Y values? Say it out loud. Yeah, let your parents hear it. Your brother, sister. Okay, so the domain, wow. The domain, there we go, is the x values. X values. Okay, so we're going to look at our x values. We're going to draw our line there, our scanning line, and go, whoa, that wasn't supposed to do that. Go back, please. Go back, please. Thank you. Stupid line. We're going to draw a line again. Okay, do your pencil sideways, remember, across your paper. So it looks like all numbers from the arrows going this way towards negative infinity. So we're going to do the domain from parentheses, negative infinity to, and then, so because this hole, I don't know if I taught this well in class, so I'm going to fix it right now. So because we do have a point right there, right? So what I mean is, we have an x value at x equals 0, and that x value, let's look at it, it's up here, x equals 0, the x value, it has a y value of -1. Okay, so because of that, so basically this hole this closed hole kind of fills in that open hole. So at x value at 0, we do have a -1. I know that at 0, 0 we have a hole, but basically for the intents and purposes of the domain, we're going to say that it fills in that hole basically, right? Because we do have an x value there. Let's see, do we have it coming from the left, coming from the right? I'll have to double check that. I want to make sure I teach this right. So as of right now, just to be safe, we're going to go ahead and for the domain, we're going to stop at that point at 0. And we're going to say that we include the 0 because right here we do include, see where I'm circling? We do include the 0 there at -1. Then in union with, then we're going to start off at the 1, do open parentheses, and that helps us. So if you have a hole, then use the parentheses. And then that helps us go up to this line. Yep, so it uses our line. So at here, starting the hole, go up. And then we continue, because that continues, it's a filled-in hole, so I definitely know we can go that way. So then we keep filling that in, going to the right forever. So then from 0 to the right forever, or infinity. Cool. So there's the domain. Remember, if it's a hole, you use parentheses. Now, the range for this particular problem, range. Okay. Now, the range is the y values, so we'll do that in red. Y values. So you're going to start off from the bottom and work your way up. So no values, no y values, no y values. Oh, there's one at -1 by itself. So the range, we're going to go ahead and do -1 by itself, comma, and then a hole at 0. So then we'll go to 0. So -1 by itself, and union with, so we'll just move all this down here for the range. So -1 and union with 0, not including the 0 because there's a hole there. And then going upwards. Yes, y values, y values, y values, till we get to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. Don't hate me, please. Go ahead and fix it on there for you. Our line was actually supposed to be at 6, wasn't it? At y equals 6. Ah, counted, Mr. Newbold. So we're going to bring it up to 6, bring everything up to 6, bring everything up to 6, bring it up to 6. Sorry about that. Let's move our line. Oh, so sorry. Just miscounted there. Does it happen to you sometimes? Okay, so then we'll turn that line sideways a little bit and expand it a little bit there. There we go. So from there to there, sorry about that. Yeah, so from our hole to 6, bring our dots up there, bring our dots up there, cool. So that's up to 6. Blech. Okay, so now scanning again, all the way to the range, which is up to 6. So from 0 to 6, and then stopping at 6, close bracket. So there is the domain range. Whew! That was a bit of a tricky one. Glad we did that together. We're going to jump down to a bit of an easier one at number 4, just so you can get the concept one more time. Just get that concept one more time, right? Okay, so number 4, we have the 2 graphs here, so that makes it a bit easier. We have y equals 3 from all values less than -1. And we have y equals x, all values greater than 1. So just give me 2 lines that kind of shift positions, go along one line, then go into the other line. Okay, so then, let's see here. So we're going to do an xy table here. Xy table. There we go. So then I'm going to go ahead and split that in half. I'm going to do y equals 3 and y equals x plus 1. Y equals 3 and then y equals x plus 1. Should we do that in blue this time? You always like the first one blue, right? Okay, so we'll put y equals 3 there. XY table, there we go. So then our key is we have an open hole at -1. So be careful there, that's your open hole. Whoa, we've got another open hole also at +1. That's crazy. Okay, so then let's see here. So we're going to choose values according to our boundaries again. According to our boundaries. So we want to choose values of x that are less than -1. We also want to choose -1 as our value. Let's do value less than -1. For example, a -2. And so there you go, choose -2. You could also choose -3 because that's also less than -1. But make sure, right? Make sure you do choose -1. So I was going to put maybe a little wow, that's supposed to be a star. Does that even look like it doesn't even look like a star. Okay, so I want to do a little star. Make sure to include the -1 there. That's where our open hole is, and you have to include the open hole. Okay? So then, at every y value of those x values is just what? Y equals 3. So that was pretty easy. 3, 3, and 3. Okay, then y equals x plus 1. Now we want to choose values. Its boundaries are all numbers, right? So numbers that are greater than 1. Not -1, greater than 1.